Alright, so on record, somebody sent me a message about flexibility. Um, Let me see. He's having difficulty achieving the side split. He says he warms up for 10 minutes and then stretches 4 to 5 times weekly in the evening. And he usually holds each of the stretches in attached photos that he sent me. He used a steel leg stretcher that I talked about in my videos. He's been stretching consistently. Now that's the problem. Semi-consistently. There's one problem right there. He's almost into the front splits on both sides, but his main focus is trying to get the side splits. He feels he has made progress, but not nearly as enough as he could have. What tips or advice do I have in giving somebody or helping somebody achieve the side split? What could he do differently? What may be hindering him from sitting in the side split and getting flat on the floor? This goal has become one of them and very important to him. Alright, so I can give my feedback and then Ryan can say something about it, but let me see. He says he warms up and stretches 4 to 5 times weekly. Now, he never mentioned how long he stretches for. Right. So I would recommend the guy to stretch. Let's not even do it 4 to 5 times. Let's do it every day for 30 minutes. I say do that. Stretch every day for 30 minutes. Mainly focusing on that middle split during that entire time. The 10-minute warm-up is good, but stretch for 30 minutes or even longer. You can even stretch for an hour. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of hard work. Even that split machine that I ordered from Century, it actually measures like what degree you're in. I recommend that product. If you're really serious about it, the stretching, then you could get that product and you could use that product while you're reading, while you're watching TV, while you're using a laptop, while you're playing video games. I mean, you could use that thing constantly, even while you're eating and everything. And you know, all those stretching videos that I put out there demonstrating all those stretching techniques, you should constantly be doing those stretches. It could take a long time. I mean, it could take years to get to where you want to be. You know, I mean, that's just how I see it. It doesn't happen overnight for everybody. And let me see. You got to do it pretty much like every day. And sometimes maybe he says he does it in the evenings. Sometimes he might want to try stretching in the morning and see how that feels, or in the afternoon, because some different times of the day you might be a little bit more flexible. And you might even want to stretch twice a day. You might want to stretch in the morning and the evening. 30 minutes in the morning and then 30 minutes in the evening. I mean, just constantly find a way to stretch out those muscles. Like, that's what I recommend. Like, constantly getting down into that side split during various times of the day. I would recommend to stretch every single day for around at least 30 minutes. That's my recommendation. And also that split machine would really help, I believe. Alright, what about you, Ryan?
Well, it's pretty hard for me to say anything authoritatively doing the splits, because I can't do the splits myself.
Yeah.
So, but I'm probably in the same boat as this guy, where I'm stretching quite a bit with that goal in mind and making some headway, but the progress is slow, and like you said, the problem is that it just needs to be more. I mean, it needs to be every day, and it needs to be longer stretch. And if it's that middle split stretch that you're looking at, you can even hold that stretch alone for 30 minutes or an hour. I mean, last night I sat and watched an hour-long show and used my coffee table as a splits machine, the whole time, and have my legs pressed out and you get quite a good stretch after an hour of pulling it in, a little bit at a time, you know.
Yeah,
But
so yeah, either the
yeah,
split machine or the coffee table, right?
yeah, there we go. I found the curl bar works pretty good for a splits machine too.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're being very
But
creative with it, which is good. But
hmm,
if you could find some way to get that split machine, I think that would be very
yeah,
beneficial.
yeah, I think it is. I mean, I used it the time that I visited the Coon there, and it's made just for that, so it's perfect.
Yeah. And what
Yeah,
the nice thing about it is it actually measures you, which I really think is great. Because it gives
right,
you like that kind of that motivation to try to improve, you know?
right,
Because you kind of see like where you're at, which that's great. That steel leg stretcher, I never used that crap. I think it's garbage.
mm.
Even though I did promote it for a little while, but I mean, it's an affordable method, but
Is that those little $20 ones?
yeah, those steel ones. I mean,
Yeah,
it can work for some people, but I don't use it because I don't need to. But I just partner people up all the time, and
right.
those partner stretches are great. Those work great for people. But I mean, to do the splits is freaking hard. I mean, everybody that I train, the only people that can do it right now is just me and Jenny right now,
Mm.
and then my kids. With some people that I trained in the past naturally were able to do it, but the people that when you have to work hard towards getting there, I mean it's a lot of hard work. I mean,
Right,
Todai Bai has been like working on that stuff like constantly, and he's come a long way. But I mean it's been years that he's been doing it. So,
right.
but
Yeah, and I think it depends. Part of it is age, the more difficult.
yeah.